Okay, so our next little video, our learning video for multimodal, let's start again. Our next little video for multimodal presentations is going to look at Adobe Spark. So once again, our learning intention is that we learn how to make some multimodal presentations, and your success criteria is that you would be able to import images and video, record a voiceover, and then download your completed Adobe Spark multimodal video. So in order to do that, let's switch across to our screen. Alright, so you should see the screen there, good. Alright, so now in order to use Adobe Spark, it's web-based, so you need to come to spark.adobe.com in a browser. Chrome is my preferred browser. Once you're here, you'll need to be able to log in. Now, because William Carey has already got Google accounts, we can just say continue with Google, and that will let us log in using our school email addresses and password. I'm already signed into Google, so it's just letting me straight through. If you're not, you would be prompted to log in using your Google account. Once you're into Spark, you'll see that the existing projects are down the bottom here, and up the top you've got a little plus sign. The plus sign allows you to create a new project. Spark will allow you to create social media posts, so things that can go to Facebook or Instagram, web pages, and videos. So we're going to use video. So if you click that top plus, then click the plus for video, it'll load in your video story creation area. So first thing we need to do is give it a title. Now, because this is our first one, we're going to call this our test Spark, and then click next. You'll then get to choose a template that you would like to use, or down the bottom here there's an option to start from scratch. Now I'm going to start from scratch because that way I can put my own images, my own titles, and choose my own theme as I'm going along. You'll get some inspirational messages that load in while the interface for Spark is loading. Within Spark, it's a timeline based program, and so across the bottom of our screen we're going to have a timeline of slides, and in the center of our screen, just like in PowerPoint, you'll be able to edit the current slide that's selected. Okay, you'll also get this lovely little quick tip video that pops up, and it's quite good to look at to be able to give you some quick ideas about design and alignment and things like that. For today, I'm just going to click OK, I'm ready. Okay, so the way the interface works, you can see along the bottom here, you've got your timeline. Down the right hand side we've got our properties, and so at the moment we're choosing our layout properties. If you want to change your theme, you simply click on the theme, and then if I choose that blue theme, you can see that that's going to now change my main slide to use that theme, and you can see down the bottom the timeline has chosen those themes. You can also resize. Now for us, we want to stick with widescreen rather than square. If you were publishing to social media, then you might end up with a square rather than a widescreen. And the final thing you can select is your music, and that's the music that's going to play in the background while your Spark is playing or while your video is playing. So the first one is your layout of your current slide. So you can see at the moment it's just on the full screen layout, which is one thing full screen. If you want to have multiple things, then you could choose one of these other layouts where you can have something on the left and something on the right, a caption with a full screen, titles and text, and so on. Alright, let's stick with our full screen, and we'll put an apple on our first screen. So we're going to go plus, photo, and then we can find photos, search for apple. You can upload. You probably saw in that little quick screen that I jumped through that you can upload your own photos, or you can just do a search directly in Spark. So let's add a photo on our first slide, and then you can see there's my slide number 1. If I push plus, it's going to create a second blank slide in my timeline, and if I choose photo again and go a bit slower, we'll go back here. You can see you can search, you can upload a photo, you can get things from Adobe Stock or Lightroom or Dropbox or Google Photos, other locations where you're storing them. Let's on this one, once again, search for a photo, and we're up to B, so let's go for a ball again, just like in our previous video. and that looks like a nice ball. So there's our ball video, ball image. Go plus. Let's make this one a video. You can upload a video. I won't do that, I'll keep it easy. Let's go with photo, and this time once again we'll search for car, just like in our spelling video, and you can then select a car to go on your screen. Now we've got our 3 slides here, for A for apple, B for ball, and C for car. And then to record the audio that you would like on your screen, you have to just simply hold down the record button. Now the first time you do this, your browser is going to get a warning prompt telling you that something is trying to access your microphone, and so you'll then need to allow those permissions. So when we click on our button there, you'll see that mine is just recording straight up because I've already allowed the prompt, and so then you could speak what you want on this slide. If yours doesn't do that, where's mine still going? There we go. So you just press and hold while it's speaking, and you can see now that if I press play, that didn't record very well. This is A for apple. And when I press play on that slide, this is A for apple. And if I want to play the whole slideshow, then I would just press this play button here and it would play through the whole thing. But I've done A for apple, so I'm now going to go to B for ball. B is the second letter of the alphabet, and B is for ball. And then release my mouse, and that's then going to have that audio on that slide. And C. C is for car. Car is the third letter of the alphabet. And so by recording each of these slides individually, you'll see it gradually builds up over time, and when I press play, it'll play. This is A for apple. B is the second, and so on. And so it then records all the way through my entire slideshow. When you've finished your slide, you'll see here in the preview button, there's an option to download your final video. So if I click that, then what that's going to do is compile the whole video, render the entire video, and then I'll get the option to download an MP4, which I can then submit to the Google Classroom or save to my computer or my Google Drive, wherever it is that your teacher wants you to save. Alright, all the best with your multimodal task, and hopefully that will help you.